Hi guys, this is Ian from Downrange Firearms Training. This is part 2 of 2 in regards of the reverse edge methodology and using your edge weapons in extreme close quarters. In this video, we'll be talking about using your blade in the forward grip edge-in type position. If you haven't already, refer to my first video in regards to using your blade in reverse grip edge-in. We'll be talking about first the most proper placement of your blade, the most effective way to access it and deploy it, and third, the methodology behind forward grip edge-in. So with that being said, as you can see, the blade I use, which is a Ban Tang Pikal. Ban is a custom knife maker out of Southern California. This is his trainer version. As you can see, it is placed in forward of my hips on my left side, so I can access it most efficiently with my right hand, but in worst case scenario, I can also access it with my left hand if necessary. You can also see that my Spyderco Pikal, as well as my firearm, is all forward of the hips. Now the benefits of this is, as a human animal, we are a lot stronger in front of our bodies. Whether we're opening up a jar for food, or we're fighting, trying to block attacks, we do this all in front of our bodies. This is where we're the strongest, pretty much. You don't see us fighting over this side. We move our whole entire body. So that being said, whether we're in close quarters with somebody else or in any other type of context, it's always more efficient to have all of your tools, so to speak, in forward of the hips. So as you can see, like I said, it's right here to my left side, so I can access it with a strong locked wrist, as you can see here, which if somebody were to grab onto me to try to stop me, if my wrist was cant in any type of manner, they could foul my draw. But even in a forward, pretty much fisted wrist like this, I can still access it and get it into play as such. Now, just like with the Spyderco Pikal that I talked about in the first video, you have your forehand strike, whether it be a forehand high or a forehand low, and also a backhand high or a backhand low. The same can be applied to the blade for forward grip edge-in. You can deploy it with your backhand low, which will be going downwards into the groin or inner thigh. We can do a backhand mid, which will be going into the ribs, or a backhand high, which will be going to the armpit or the neck region or even the face. We can also make it come out of the sheath and get into play by doing a forehand low, which will once again be going into the lower region, lower thigh, groin region, a forehand mid, which will be going to the ribs once again, or a forehand to the neck or head region. Now as you can see, once again, it's still in a pretty much locked fist type manner. We don't want to have any type of cant because someone can foul our draw or even disarm us. You want to have that firm, locked type of wrist. So as you can see, if someone were to attack me, someone were to ambush me, hit me with a brick in the head, whatever, and I'm clenched onto them because I'm convulsively gripping onto them, and they bear hug me and I can't have any type of movement to either go to my firearm because they foul my draw or even to my Pikal in my pocket, I can still get some type of convulsive grip onto my blade here and get it out and into the play. Just as such, it's a quick one, rotating the wrist and into whatever's necessary, whether that be going low into the thigh or going into the mid, whereas the ribs. And also you have to understand that my other hand, also known as the check hand in the combative systems, we're also putting this into play as well. Whether that's blocking our head, we're rolling an elbow, we're using an edge of hand blow, we're doing an open hand strike, even an eye gouge. We're still putting this hand into play. It's not just sitting here floating in free space. We're using this to our advantage. Okay, so as we're getting it out, we're putting it into play and maybe throwing an elbow. And also notice that when I'm doing the strike, I'm using my whole entire body. I'm not just sitting here just putting a knife in. You have to use your whole entire body. Because if you don't understand what we're talking about, all this blade work is within extreme close quarters, also known as bad breath range, okay? We're not out here dueling with each other in some type of out-of-context type situation. This is, I'm ambushed, the only thing I can get to is my blade, someone's bear-hugged onto me, someone's ambushed me, his buddies are coming to the left or to the right of me, I need to get this blade out and into play as efficiently and as effectively as possible, okay? So we're going to go for those combat accurate areas like I talked about, whether that be the groin, or the thigh, or even the perineum in the back, the ribs, or even the face. Okay, we're going there. And if he were to somehow hold on to me, because if you don't understand how the human body works, if someone stabs or someone pokes you, you know how you back up. If someone is to say, stab me, I want to clench down on that. So if that person, I go into them and they clench onto me, that's fine. because all I'm going to do is buck forward with my whole entire weight while pushing backwards, and seeing that the edge is facing towards me, just going to rip all that out. Whether it be ripping out the inwards of their thighs or their rib cage, it's going to come all right out because I'm just using my lats, which is a very, very strong muscle in your body, and it's a very gross motor movement. So we're pushing with my hands this way, whether it be an edge of hand blow or rolling an elbow or just pushing the whole entire body the opposite way. I'm just ripping all that out and going in with another strike to the face or whatever is necessary to make your assailant not present a lethal threat anymore. So with that being said, guys, remember to check your local and state laws wherever you reside in before you start carrying edge weapons for self-defense. Also, remember that just because you've watched this video, my prior video, or any other video on YouTube or the internet, that you're not an expert or professional in edge weaponry until you've had the proper training in context. Okay? If you want more information such as this, subscribe to our YouTube videos, check us out on Facebook. Also, check out Craig Douglas's Edge Weaponry and Extreme Close Quarters course at shivworks.com. Check out Craig's forum at TPI at totalprotectioninteractive.com. Also, check out Tom Sotis's Amok Combative Systems at amokcombatives.com. And last but not least, check out my friend Alessandro Palavane's knife system at Safer, Faster Defense. Remember, guys, only hits count.